What's going on, guys? Jimmy from One Road here. So I have sort of a problem. I've never had an actual tool cart or tool storage bin or whatever you call it. I've always just used like a big giant toolbox and all of my tools were just thrown in there. And every time I needed something, I would have to go digging through all my wrenches and sockets and just trying to find the right one. Unbelievably annoying. This is my current tool situation, and as you can see, I mean, it is just annoying. There's just a huge toolbox full of all kinds of random tools. On top of that, I have 1, 2, 3, 4 tool bags. Is anyone else out there like this? I mean, I'm happy to have tools and everything, but when you can't find them and you're working on a project, wow. So I was doing a little research online, and of course you come across, like this super expensive Snap-on stuff, Matco stuff like that. But then I thought, hey, I wonder what Harbor Freight has. So I looked up on their website and I found this amazing 5-drawer red tool cart. Apparently this thing has beat Snap-on's tool cart that's basically the same thing. And of course the Snap-on one costs like over $1,100, I think, and I'm not knocking that. I just don't have $1,100 for a tool cart. This Harbor Freight version by US General, which is just a Harbor Freight brand, I think, apparently beats it, won an award from some like trucking magazine or something like that. It only costs $170. So I went out and bought it. And here's the box that it came in. I'm sure some of you are familiar with this thing. You can see the award it won right there, Truckin' Tough. I'm gonna go ahead and start setting it up and we can see what it looks like. All right, so first order of business, take the lid off. That's what the packaging looks like inside. Looks pretty sturdy. Okay, so once you take the lid off, the actual outside box piece just slides straight up and comes right out. All right, so there she is out of the box. Looks good. I don't see any major dents from shipping. I don't see anything that alarms me in any way. And behind it, I have the actual bottom tray. It does come with a set of instructions, which I will be glancing at from time to time. Inside this big bottom drawer was this big, huge, heavy box. I'm guessing it has a lot of nuts and bolts and the casters in it. And I was right. Wow. These casters seem very, very nice. There's even a grease bung right here. First order of business is going to be to get the casters on this bottom tray, and they obviously supply all of the bolts, nuts, and washers. All right, I have the casters on. I only encountered one issue, very, very small issue, and that is right here. You can see the tops of the bolts that go through. But this one, this hole, for some reason is misshapen. It's like the stamp, when they stamped out this hole, it didn't stamp it out correctly. I actually can't get a bolt to go in there. I probably could if I hammered it, but I think what I'm gonna have to do is just get a little drill bit at some point and drill that out. I'm not super worried about it. There's 3 bolts in this caster. All the other ones are fine. And just so you can see what this thing looks like on the bottom, there is another sheet of metal here alongside the regular thick gauge steel that they use for the whole bottom part. But the next step is going to be to attach the side posts on the bottom tray. So these are the side posts. I'm going to go ahead and unpackage them and check them out. So this post right here, there's 4 of them. There actually is an up and a down. And I'm not sure if you can tell, but these bolts are a little bit closer to the edge than these ones. This end, with more space here to the center of this bolt hole, this is the top, and the other end's the bottom. They get bolted to the outside. Okay, so the side supports are on. They are just finger tight. I was told, especially by the guy when I bought this thing at Harbor Freight, he said just make sure everything is finger tight before you lock it all down, just to get everything square before you actually, tighten everything down. Next step is going to be to put some support brackets on the sides and the front and back of this thing. So I have all of the cross supports on. And remember when I was telling you that you need to finger tight all the nuts and bolts until the end? I mean, I wasn't kidding. The directions even say that right there. The problem I was having was these cross supports here on the sides, which, by the way, you're gonna wanna note that they sit on top of the front and back cross support. It's so hard to get the hole to line up to be able to get this bolt to go through. I mean, everything is so exact and precise that if you had everything tightened down, there's no way you'd get these bolts to go through. So for all these bolts on the bottom here, they all need to be like really loose. I mean, I'm talking really loose, because that's the only way you're gonna be able to get these bolts to go through. Same thing with these ones over here. That was easy. Well, the toolbox is practically all together. So it does come with some gas struts, which seem pretty decent. There was an extra little plate here to go in each corner of the box, which is pretty cool. Let's see how these struts work. Okay, here we go. Wow, that was pretty sweet. Holy smokes, looks like we got ourselves a tool cart. This thing is all together now. Every bolt, every nut is as tight as it could possibly be. Everything fits perfect. Let's go ahead and test out these drawers. Wow, ooh, I gotta lock the caster as the thing's rolling. Hang on. Speaking of rolling, this thing rolls really, really well. Hey, it matches my red floor. To lock it, you're gonna wanna just press that down and you're locked. Let's check out the drawers here. There is a little locking mechanism. You slide that over, pull the drawer out. Wow, ball bearing drawers. Comes with the inserts, which I really like. Makes it a lot more quiet and also just protects everything. Man, the drawers just feel really good, guys. Really good. Wow. And the bottom big drawer. This is usually the drawer I've seen online that is bent in some area, either up here or on the side. And it's because all those casters, that big box, comes in this drawer. So when it's shipping, if it gets knocked over, it's just gonna bang against that thing and bend it. But mine seems to be good. Mine seems to be all good. So yeah, it looks like everything works good and looks good. All right, guys, so you watched me build this Harbor Freight US General 5-drawer tool cart. This thing is awesome. I love it. It seems to be super heavy duty, super well built. I can't wait to get all my tools in there and start organizing stuff. But I mean, for the average Joe at home who needs a tool cart, or even the mechanic at a dealership, I mean, I can't imagine this going wrong with this thing. It cost me with the coupon, I think after taxes, about 170 bucks. That is a steal when you compare this to the Snap-on version. So I am super stoked right now, and I'm going to put another video up, so stay tuned, with this thing full of tools so we can see how that all looks and works. Until then, be sure to check the description below this video for links to this tool cart, and I will see you next time, guys. Thanks for watching One Road. Peace out.